Hi guys, what's up? Teacher Carla here, and today we will talk about much, many, a lot of, lots of, how much, how many. Now you know the count nouns and non-count nouns. You can use these words, okay, with them. Let's see. Can you count these things? Can you? We have here, let's see, flower, sand, rhino, boat, sugar, and grape. Okay, so flower I can count. One flower, two flowers. Yes, I can. Sand, one sand, two sand. Rhino, 10 rhinos. Boat, 15 boats. Sugar, one sugar, two sugar. Grape, 10 grapes. A bunch of grapes. Let's see, and water. Water I can count. Remember the last class? If you didn't see the last class about count nouns and account nouns, I put in the description of this video, okay, the link, okay, to go to that video. So, do they make sensible plurals? Waters, sands, rhinos, boats, yes, sugars, grapes, waters, flowers, yes. I have here the sensible plurals: flowers, rhinos, boats, grapes. But sand, sugar, and waters, it's so weird, okay guys, because they are non-count nouns. I can't count separately like 1, 2, 3. I can't, okay? So if you can't count, okay, we use many. This word many. For example, too many flowers. I have too many friends. Okay? Guys, pay attention here. When I have affirmative sentence, in this case, okay, this word many, I have to use with this another word, too or so, in affirmative sentence, okay? It's not very usual, okay, to say these words many in affirmative sentences. We use it more in negative sentences or question. But if you want to use, you have to add this little word too or so to make sense, okay? Too many flowers, I have too many friends. Another example. I ate so many grapes that I felt sick. Okay? Yes. You can't eat this much. I have the word here again. So, because this is affirmative sentence. Okay? For affirmative sentence, we use many with this word together. I ate so many or too many. Okay? And when I want to make a question, I use many with how. It's a W question. How many boats can you see? I can see a lot of boats. Too many boats. Okay? Guys, we use much with things that I can't count separately, okay? Like sand, sugar, water. It's non-count nouns, okay? Non-count nouns. I can use many. I use much. This case here, I make a question the same way like how many, how much. I change many for much, many for count names, count nouns, okay? And here I use much for non-count nouns. How much sand do you need? Okay, I need too much sand for my construction. Guys, another example. There is too much water on the floor. Clean it up. Clean it up right now. So this is a affirmative sentence too. And like the many, we have much with this word together, too or so. We use much for affirmative sentences with too. Much or many, guys? Okay, how do I know? For countable things, things you can count separately, we use many. In negative sentence or question, remember, okay? Just the word many. I use in negative, like here, I don't have many friends. I don't have many friends. Or in questions, how many oranges do we have here? In this basket, for example, I have 10 oranges. Okay, guys? So, for negative or questions, I use just the word many. If I want to say in affirmative sentence, I have to add too or so. Too many, too much. So many, so much. Okay? And for non-countable things, we use much in negative sentence or question too. How much housework do you have? A lot of. He doesn't have much money. Yes. Okay? So guys, and a lot of, lots of. When I use, okay? This is for affirmative sentence. Just for affirmative sentence. Just. Okay? We can use a lot of, lots of in negative sentence or questions. Okay? Don't match. These words don't match. Okay? So, for non-count nouns, singular, okay? Or count nouns, singular or plural, whatever. I use these two words for both cases. Non-count nouns or count nouns, whatever. I can use in these two situations, okay? For example here, information. Information is a non-count nouns. There's no such informations. No, formations doesn't exist. Okay, so I have a lot of formation. Is a formative sentence. But guys, this is informal way to speak, to write. Okay, and lots of is more informal. Okay, to say. So I have a lot of information. You need a lot of coffee today. Information, coffee, traffic, it's all non-count nouns. There was a lot of traffic last night. Count nouns, okay, plural. She has lot of friends. We have lot of relatives. There are lot of cars on the street. Okay? So I can use these words with non-count nouns or count nouns, whatever, in these two situations. If I want to say I have lot of information, I can say you need a lot of coffee today. There was a lot of traffic last night. I can say that too. She has a lot of friends. We have a lot of relatives. There are a lot of car on the street. So I can use these two forms without change of meaning. It's the same thing for both cases. Just non-count nouns or count nouns I can use. Just remember, a lot of is informal way to say something, and lots of it's more informal. Okay, so now you know, okay, all the differences between these words. Let's see some exercise here, guys. How orange juice do you want? Guys, it's a liquid. Juice is a liquid. I can't count separately, okay? So I use much. How much orange juice do you want? Okay? If I referring the measure, the container, for example, cups, how cups of orange juice do you want? If I'm referring the cups, I can count. And instead I say how much, I would say how many. Okay? This another example. Cookies. I have one cookie and a lot of cookies. 10 cookies. Yes, these I can count. Okay? So I use how many cookies do you eat? If I can count, I use many. There are two people in line. Guys, pay attention here. People is a regular noun. Okay? Irregular plural. People is the plural of person. I have one person and two people. But people, I can count. I can say 2 people, 10 people, 1,000,000 people. I can say that. So be careful here. So if people I can count, I use there are too many people in line. Okay? Next, he put so, because this is affirmative sentence, so I use with this complement here. So he put so salt in the soup that is taste horrible. Guys, salt I can count. 1 salt, 2 salt I can count. So I use he put so much salt. Okay. Next, the teacher gave us 2 homework. Homework, I can count 2. I can say 1 homework, 2 homeworks. I can say that. So I use much. Too much homework. 2 again together with much because it's affirmative sentence. Guys, now try these. We have 8 phrases here. Okay, we have to choose if we want to use much or many. Okay, just remember, many we use for count things. Okay, I can count separately, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and much we use for things that we can't count separately. Okay, so in this case here I have number 1, money. Money I can count. I can count dollar, real, I can count euro, but I can't count the word money. In this case, I use how much money do we need? Okay, number 2, sugar. Sugar I can count either, so how much? Apples. Apples I can count. It's plural. Remember? How many apples are there? Number 4, teachers. Yes, teacher I can count too. So how many teachers do you see? Number 5, how milk. Milk I can count, guys. I can count that. So how much milk do you want? Another 6, how desks. desks I can count. So, how many desks do you see? 7 books. Books I can count. So, how many books are on the desk? And number 8, how do you have? Work. Guys, work I can count too. I can't. So, how much work do you have? Okay, just review. Many I use for count things. Much for non-count things. Okay, much or many we use for affirmative sentence with this particle too or so. So many, so much. Too many, too much. Okay? Or negative sentences or question. Negative sentence we use just the word many or much. And in questions we use with how much or how many. Okay? And we want to say in affirmative sentences we use a lot of or lots of. In both cases, we can use just non-count nouns or with count nouns. Okay, guys? So, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy. Okay? And see you very, very soon.